you found what I asked for you? Splendid. Let's get out of this place as soon as possible. All the smoke makes it difficult to breathe. We'll meet in Dresden.
I will guide us.
Oh, he's not going to talk. I was expecting that he would maybe... be here for the rest of the game, and we would have to meet him here, but apparently not. Let's get to the ruins. Well, we successfully defeated a dragon. I was expecting a huge conversation, and that's why I ended the episode, but nothing happened.
Defeat is not an option.
Mandragora. Mandragora! That reminds me of Harry Potter.
Disappear.
We will prevail.
Mandragora root. Okay, cooking ingredient. Sure. Where's his weapon again? Oh, come on. Why is his weapon always disappearing? I mean, I know we had this dialogue option pop up, and now his weapon is gone again. Ah, there, wait, we have two now? Seriously? Well, that must be buggy. I mean, I don't really mind. It's just... okay.
Time to work. Press the attack.
Godspeed.
It's a kineticist rod.
Let us press on.
Careful now.
The struggles never cease. Another mystery revealed.
We march ahead. Our path leads on.
Alrighty. Oh, there's a new enemy. Where's our main army? There you are, that's the enemy. Let me guess, this one will not lead up? Huh? How can we get up there? I mean, we need to face this demon army now. So of course we're going this path. Crusader army. Can you reach them? No. Go there, please. Hello? Oh. I was expecting the game to crash. Some say that being a kind person is a hard work, that most people can't do it. Is that true? Look at the people standing next to you. Do you want to love these people? Is it so hard to smile at them, to say a kind word, to share with those in need? Don't you feel joy when you do something good for others? And isn't it wonderful when they do the same for you? Kindness is the easiest and most pleasant thing in the world. A crowd is gathered in the street, young and old, civilians and soldiers. Everyone is listening to the frail elf girl, captivated by her delicate voice as it rings out. And what about ungrateful assholes, huh? You do good for them and they just shit on you in return. Just don't be like them. And don't get angry at these people. They don't know what they are doing. Don't abandon them to their silliness and sins. Keep doing good, and you will see, sooner or later they will realize they were wrong. Listen to her. She will teach you to live good lives. Right, Commander, that's for sure. Thank you for your kind words. I'm not saying anything special. These are simple things. Everyone knows them. Come on, keep talking. One man claps his hands, others join in with claps and cries of encouragement. All right, I was talking about being kind to your neighbors, and look, the commander decided to set an example. The girl keeps preaching. An insane preacher, wayward. Wait to see how things unfold, huh? We all die, maybe very soon. How can we wait? Easy to say I love other people. Have you seen the mugs on some folk? There's nothing more pleasant than making someone happier. Do we have to wait now and see? The girl has a way with words. I like listening to her. I mean, it's a quest right now to listen to this, so... How can we defeat the demons if we become like them? Right, now you're talking. If anyone told me that 10 years ago. If evil was done to you, don't store it in your heart. Forgive and let it go. Yeah, but not always. Some evil people will just do more evil if you ignore them. She speaks so beautifully. I'm tearing up. All of you are All of you are wonderful. Everyone in the city is wonderful and kind. What's this ragamuffin blathering about? Boo! Chase her away! Chase her away! Down to the Stalkards! Burn the witch! What? No, we're not going to do that. Hello? Hello? Are we getting any more... Hello? The people in the city seem to like your sermons. Are those sermons? I just tell people things. Simple things, anyone can figure them out. All they need is a functioning brain. People are much cleverer than me, but they listen to me and say thank you after. I probably just have a prettier voice. Okay. So I guess this concludes this operation. We need to go up. Like up. Okay. Where's the storyteller? Are we going to have to talk to him? Okay, well, of course we're going to talk to Arushale, and we're going to talk to Wenduach, and we need the storyteller. And of the inheritor, there's the storyteller, okay. But we're not going to do that right now. We're going to talk to them later. Turglinda Stranglehold. Ooh. Yeah, but I don't want to talk to her right now. So there's a lot of talking that's still left to do. But before we start the talking, I want to convene the council and talk to the queen. Maybe there's some urgent matter pressing. Alright, it was Irabeth, not the queen. Today Irabeth looks unusually lively. Her eyes are shining again, which you haven't seen since the battle for the Lost Chapel. Saluting you, she stands at attention. Commander, forgive me for bothering you with a personal matter, but I just wanted to say how grateful I am to you. During the attack on Dresden, I did not exactly cover myself in glory. You had every reason to throw me out of the army or send me to the condemned, yet you supported me. You helped me regain my footing and continue to fight. You will not regret this decision. I swear I will never again let the Crusaders down. Neither by my actions, nor by my words, nor by my thoughts. I will be loyal to the Crusade to the end. I hope you will show greater self-possession in the future. Yes, Commander, right you are. Irobeth smiles. I've conquered my inner demons. Now I can go back to fighting the real kind. Okay. What if a mortal soul is if not the sum total of all the scars acquired throughout life? Markiel. So many strange, terrible things are happening here. Markiel? Melessa's brother, a fisherman from the village of Chili Creek. Ah, a fisherman. Okay. I saw enough horrors on my way here to last a lifetime. But of course I didn't show up empty-handed. The whole village took up a collection for the war effort. It's not much, mind you, but it's something. We're just doing our part, however small, to help you win the war. How did you get here? By pure luck, I figure. You're surrounded by all this horror. The land is dead, the trees are all gnarled and twisted. There are monsters roaming around everywhere, ready to jump out at you at any moment. Thankfully, I ran into Crusader Patrol and they brought me here. If it wasn't for them, I would have ended my trip in the teeth of some nasty beast, that's for sure. How are things in the village? Everything's been peaceful and quiet. I get wishful just thinking about it. Now I'm kicking myself for being such a fool. Why didn't I just stay at home? What was I thinking? Dragging myself all the way out here to the Worldwound. But you know, it's just not right. Sitting home quietly, hiding behind the heroes who risk their necks for us every day. So I decided to pay you a visit. How's Janor doing? Settling in, that's for sure. Almost one of us now. Heals the sick, fixes the nets with the others. Before you know it, he'll be learning how to swim. The fisherman chuckles good-naturally. Naturedly. Would you like to stay here with us? No, thank you. I hate to say it, but I'm not a crusader. Fighting demons is really not my thing. I'll go get some rest before I head out. Take a day or two to look around the fortress. It'll give me some stories to tell. Then I'll head home to Chili Creek. I've already seen more on this trip than I've seen in a lifetime. Anyway, you better come back to see us. We'll be waiting. Thanks for coming to visit. Thank you for defending our peace and quiet. The fisherman bows respectfully. We've gathered up something else for your heroes, but I couldn't bring it with me. It was too heavy to carry. Come to our village and you can pick it up yourself and pay us a visit while you're at it. We're always glad to see you. Well, I'll see you later. Good luck with all the fighting. Oh, that's it? Well, that one. Oh, I've taken care of the dragon that was attacking our patrols. Oh, there's one less problem to contend with. Now we can take the extra lookouts off dragon duty and reassign them to more useful tasks. Excellent work, Commander. Anything else here? Nope. Anything else with her? Nope. Okay. Let's see. Do we have any pressing Crusader affairs right now? Demons, daemons, and devils. 3 types of creatures. Okay, nothing here. Okay, we can do nothing here. Okay.
Godspeed. Let us press on.
You seemed nervous when we were discussing the attack on Storm's Peak. What's the matter? Odin's face looks both fragile and rigid, as if it were made out of glass. I was imagining the sacrifices this bloody assault will exact. thinking of the soldiers who would never go back to their homes, and remembering the day that changed me forever. That day at the end of autumn, when my warriors charged into the fire and became ashes and memory. The day for which I was named a hero, and whose guilt will haunt me until the day I die. Tell me about that day. Oh, I can describe it in great detail. I returned to it every night when I fell asleep. I remember how it sounded as the outpost was consumed by flames, trickling heat, scorching. I remember counting my soldiers after every attack, every bleeding wound of a gap that had opened in our ranks, how people threw themselves into the boiling river to escape the burning air, and naturally I remember how it felt to be the last, to be the only one left, the last man standing. But I won't recount the specifics to you. This is my nightmare, and burdening my leader with it would be treasonous. Why are you tormented by guilt? I could have done more. I could have saved at least someone. It's true I didn't hide behind my comrades' backs, and the wounds I took in that battle nearly killed me, but still I could have done more. What it comes down to is that it's just not fair that I survived when everyone who trusted me with their lives died. There is justice in this world, my survival affronts it. Why did you stay in the army after that? Ulden smirks bitterly. Because they called me a hero. I was so ashamed at that moment. I knew that they were the heroes, the ones who would never leave the outpost. The heroism was my undeserved glory, and it was thrust onto my shoulders with all the weight of an order. I swore that I would carry my burden until I became worthy of my brothers and sister-in-arms. I am guilty of receiving the glory that their valor made rightfully theirs. Thank you for sharing this with me. I'm a soldier. Soldiers aren't made for easy lives. Something subtle has changed in his expression, as if some unseen visor had been slid back over his face, marking the end of that moment of painful sincerity that arose between you. Well, bye. The Storyteller. Okay, let's talk to the Storyteller. Let's see what his story is all about. And we still haven't dealt with the problem called terrain. That one will haunt us. The blind elf whispers something under his breath. Hearing your steps, he turns to you slowly. Greetings, Mograine. Have you brought me a new story? I want to discuss our encounter in the Dragon's Lair. I'm sure you do. You're wondering how I ended up there and why I wasn't killed, am I right? Why did you go to the tower? I've been looking for a certain tower for several years now, and in that place I had a strange feeling of recognition. It seemed that the tower once belonged to me a long time ago. Knowing my habits, I assumed that some records or other items that could answer the questions about my past may have remained in my home. Unfortunately, I realized too late that the tower was now the lair of a monster. How come the dragon didn't eat you? Despite their beastly tempers, dragons are clever creatures, but their way of life does not lend itself to civilized conversation, which is why they do sometimes enjoy a good chat, and even more a good story. That was what saved me. I had to share a few of my stories with the dragon, hoping to win her over, or at least distract her. Did you find anything of value in the tower? The Storyteller nodded politely. Yes. Thanks to you, the dragon didn't have time to burn everything. I found the memories of my previous life, which I had forgotten long ago. Once again, please accept my gratitude for the miraculous rescue. I hope I never again have cause to meet a creature as voracious as that dragon. I found a page that might interest you. Storyteller carefully takes your find. Yes, you are right. Another piece of evidence from the past I have forgotten. The old elf's expression becomes withdrawn. Thank you. If you find more pages like this, please bring them to me. Maybe by putting them together I will be able to lift the veil on the mysterious surrounding my story. Another story? Yes. Another page? Yes. The Storyteller clenches the pages you brought. His voice becomes a bit younger and more energetic. My hand touches the stone wall. The cold pierces my palm like the teeth of a hungry dog sinking into a piece of meat. I don't take my hand away. I let the stone enjoy my warmth in return for its service. It accepts my carrots and my unasked question. The one it's been asked thousands upon thousands of times. Where should I go next? Behind me I hear the loud stomping of the minotaurs that guard this god's forsaken place. I tricked and outwitted them, leaving only a trace of my presence. There is darkness lurking up ahead, honing its swords, claws and teeth in the hope that a rare traveler visits its lair, but today it will get no one. This labyrinth is alive. Its red, veined stone walls resemble the guts of a huge creature. If you keep still and listen closely, you can hear it breathing in the wind that sweeps through this place. Where do I go from here? Forward, to the place whence the wind carried a faint chuckle, whence comes the faint smell of ash, whence a few ages ago, Demon Lord Baphomet began his great escape. Baphomet? Are you inside his labyrinth? Yes, I'm traveling through the Ivory Labyrinth. This is not the most pleasant of my journeys, but it is necessary to reach my goal. How are you able to evade all the dangers of the Ivory Labyrinth? Oh, Storyteller raises his chin proudly. Have you forgotten who you are speaking to? I am the last Archmage of Kionin. I've been to many dangerous places, and this is just one of the many. It won't be the last. What do you need from the Ivory Labyrinth? An answer to a question, a key to a secret, knowledge that can save many lives. A sliver of a smile appears on the Storyteller's lips. My kinfolk were weaklings and cowards. They ran from danger, but one stood up to my enemy. And Baphomet will give me the weapon to win. One thing that I have to criticize about this game, there are so many conversations that should have been voiced. Sometimes professional voiceover just gives atmosphere, spirit, an understanding, a feeling of being inside a game, a story. I mean, yes, I'm reading all of this, but I'm not a professional storyteller. I'm just a dude at home. It's just like, oh, let's record a bit of gameplay and read stuff. So it would be a totally different experience if more of this game would be voiced properly. For several years I've thought about how to defeat Earthfall. My enemy has no flesh, and it is impossible to kill. It blazes through everything in its path. It doesn't enslave, but destroys life itself. And I have found the answer. I know how to save my world. How do you want to save the world from a meteor striking it? I mean, you could try to go into the past, but how do you stop a meteor, asteroid, whatever, from striking your world? That's a big-ass object coming in with a velocity of, I don't know, 10,000 kilometers an hour or something or more. Earthfall came to destroy Golarion. Oh right, it was sent. Right, I remember the text that we read. Right, its strike was brutal and my world barely withstood it, but what if Earthfall was resisted by not one world but several worlds at once? What if Heaven or Elysium come to help the dying Golarion? If I manage to merge my world with another one, meld them together, and the power of the disaster will weaken. The denizens of Golarion will be able to temporarily take shelter in the adjacent plane. Civilizations will not die. Our culture will continue to exist. We will not be forgotten. Baphomet, the cunning and insidious lord of Minotaurs, was once a captive in Asmodeus' prison, but only 10 years passed before Baphomet was able to escape, taking his own prison with him, which later became the Ivory Labyrinth. Such an achievement deserves respect, and it is the goal of my research. Moving matter between planes is what interests me now. I stop near strange symbols covering the wall of the labyrinth. I run my hand over them to ensure they are real. Encrypted riddles drawn by Baphomet during his imprisonment. I take out the bark-covered notebook and painstakingly copy the symbols into it. Behind me, 2 minotaurs are fighting. Deceived by the net of spells, I've wrapped around myself like a blanket. Do you want to connect the planes? That's dangerous. The elf is silent for a moment. When he talks, there is disdain in his voice. Dangerous, difficult, almost impossible, but tell me, is this risk not worse the Tassilon Empire perishing before my eyes? Does Golgan, Cyclops' kingdom, deserve death? What about the Eboleth Empire? Storyteller moves his lips silently. Another plane will pay for saving Golarion. There will be wars, and then a new world will come, but we will survive. We will defeat Earthfall, and history will not condemn the victors. A bark-covered notebook, the one your mentor gave you? Storyteller lowers his head, but a moment later jerks it back up. Yes. Blinded by my pride, I tore it to pieces when I thought I would not follow my kinfolk. I'm still not going to run, but the knowledge written in this notebook by my former mentor might serve my purpose. The elves managed to open a portal to Solvarian and keep it open until all our people escaped from Golarion. Their cowardice deserves disdain, but their knowledge is unquestionable. I returned to Kionin and gathered the pieces of my torn notebook. Now it is my sword aimed at the heart of Earthfall. By combining the wisdom of the elves and the cunning of Baphomet, I will save the world. What happened next? I copied the strange symbols into the notebook. I haven't the slightest idea what these scribbles mean. What was the future demon lord thinking when he wrote them, while he was imprisoned in a cell with no way out? Was he still in his right mind? I will need help to understand these notes, otherwise decrypting them might take more time than Pharasma has given me. One of the minotaurs behind me killed the other one, tore his heart out and devoured it. His blood-stained nose sniffs the air sharply. His bloodshot eyes shift from wall to wall. He senses a stranger, but he doesn't scare me. I'm certain of my powers, and the spell is hiding me. I've done my work, and can now leave this place, and still I linger. What is this strange presence I feel behind me? Like someone is watching me, despite all the protective spells. Who are you? I ask carefully, not hoping for an answer. Darkness. A coy, female voice whispers in my ear. Against my will, I shudder. The storyteller stops talking for a long while. The vision ended at the most interesting moment, didn't it? Please, find the rest of the pages from this bark-covered book. I must know what happened next. Yeah, we had that one. What happened next? Thank you for stories. Found a page that might interest you. Storyteller carefully takes your find. Yes, you're right. Another piece of evidence from the past I've forgotten. Thank you. If you will find more pages, bring them to me. What? Examine the items I'm carrying. Let me touch them. No, it is just a shard of the past, but I feel its power. The elf carefully strokes Tyrandalev's claw. Only great power can resist the most terrifying of enemies, oneself. Please allow me to immerse myself in this memory and learn the story of the spiritual resurrection of the greatest of silver dragons. A fragment of ring appears in the old man's hand. What a powerful item. This ring was created by an inquisitive and free mind. As a rule, such people either become geniuses and creators of a new era, or meet tragic ends. What was the fate of the creator of this object? We can find out together. Get me 4 vials of magic essence and 2 bars of cold iron, and I will reforge this ring. Didn't we already have that quest? The old elf gently touches the crumbled metal of the gauntlets. I sense the souls of the 2 who were bound to this relic. One was an animal, the other a man, but neither was the master of the other. They were brothers, a most intriguing tale. Do you want to hear it? If you bring me 1 vial of magic essence, 4 bars of cold iron, and 2 vials of demon blood, I can revive this relic and see into its past. No piece of Tyrandalev's claw. Tell me Tyrandalev's story to the end. Storyteller hangs his head, looking sickly and tired. How many times has the moon died and been reborn since I've been here? I have lost count. My friends brought me here. They said goodbye to me like always, but they looked at me like it was the last time they'd see me. Cowards, insidious spawn, they were glad I was going to die. But I'll show them. Tyrandalev will live. A new Tyrandalev whose eyes are finally wide open. I hear the rustling of wings and emerge from the cave where I imprisoned myself. Who is it? A friend? An enemy? Sunbeams refract off his scales as he hovers before me, surrounded by a glowing halo. The gold dragon Halesiliax. A part of me wants to fly to him and make a circle of honor around him, as any good student should, but the part of me that turned my scales black is ready to seize his gleaming throat. How dare he fly here, flaunting his purity and innocence? He wants to humiliate me, drag me through the mud, but I will show him. No, what am I thinking? My mentor has come all this way to save me. I know, he could never abandon me. Someone called him to my aid. Moving heavily, I take flight to greet him, but my body, controlled by the foulness, straightens like an arrow. His vulnerable throat is so close. One strike and I will destroy you, Halesiliax. What happened next? Did Halesiliax survive? I don't know, but I know the place where Terendelev was believed to have sought refuge for her tarnished soul. I saw Sakorian ruins, a wide branching tree next to them. Perhaps there will be something there that will shed some light on the fate of mentor and student, something that can tell us how Terendelev's strength of spirit, who helped her to ultimately overcome the foulness within her. That might be very important for us. I mean, we have this stench of darkness in our soul as well. Can you say anything about Terendelev's future? Storyteller frowns. It's so strange that you should ask. We all know what happened to Terendelev, but sometimes it seems I hear her voice in the visions, her voice full of pain and despair, as if she is in darkness which she cannot escape. I cannot solve the mystery of this vision, but it worries me. Well, thank you. Thank you. Stole this relic. Give the storyteller the ring fragment and the necessary materials. Restore this relic for me, please. Storyteller sets the ring fragment in the bars of metal on his open palm. He clenches his fist, crumpling the metal like paper, and pours essence from the vials over it. You feel terrible heat rising from the elf's hand, and when he opens his fingers you see a beautiful ring. A remarkable object, this. It was created by a talented spellcaster and is able to summon beings from other planes, as if the boundaries set by Pharasma do not exist for it. It is a powerful and dangerous item, but it was created by an honorable person. That's probably why it was not used at the crucial hour. There is a quiet sadness in the storyteller's voice. A ring of summoning. When you touch the restored relic, a strange vision comes to you. It's as if you can see the events that happened to it in the past. A burning sensation spreads across your chest, on the very spot where your mysterious wound sometimes opens. What is this? The influence of the storyteller's spells, or is it something else? I had a vision. The old elf frowns. How strange. You are a remarkable mortal. No one has ever shared my visions before. What do you think caused it? Perhaps these things have something to do with your destiny, or the fate of someone related to you. I do not have an answer, only advice. Seek out such relics, look for what links them all, and you will know the truth. Give the storyteller the broken buckle and the necessary materials. Please restore this relic for me. The elf cautiously uncorks the vials and begins to work his enchantments. The essence evaporates, turning into light that streams onto the buckle. The light thickens, becoming gold. The Covenant of the Inheritor. That is the name of this relic. This buckle once adorned the belt of a glorious knight from Mendev. It is the embodiment of a promise made to a young girl by a powerful deity. A great promise that has changed much in the world. Alrighty. Thank you. So now we have a very powerful ring and a buckle and the location where we can find a new artifact concerning a certain dragon. Where's this buckle that we received? Accessories? Shouldn't it be here? Hero... Wait, what is a hero cloak? The ability to cast heroism. Unholy signet. Connect in... No. That's an ordinary buckle. Ring of Summoning. This ring grants the wearer an ability to summon either axiomites or soul eaters, randomly selected once per day. All allies, including the wearer, within 30 feet gain a +2 bonus to weapon damage rolls and saving throws against attacks made or effects created by chaotic creatures. Well, so this has a passive effect affecting other party members, and we can summon powerful demons. That's ridiculously powerful. Where's the powerful buckle? Bookworm, Red Salamander, Battle Mage's Headband, Bloodshard. Incredible Dexterity, Mighty Constitution. That's a bit odd. Where is the item I'm looking for? It's the special belt buckle. Ah, that's Lynn's family belt. Intermediate step of relic creation. Yeah, okay, that's not it. Huh? Mighty constitution, giant strength, physical flow. No. Storyteller's ring. No. No. Flow of water. Well, that doesn't help us. Heavy huh? Where's this item that... Well, we received an item, right? Ring of Summon... Wait. Piece of Holy Symbol. Covenant of the Inheritor. Ah! Okay, okay, okay. It looks like this. That's very important to know. Find something like that. Ah, there it is. No, Faultless Daybreak. This is not it, but it's the same design. Wonderful. So I found it, but also not found it. Is it? Am I stupid? Or useless? I mean, it should be somewhere here. I'm just not capable of finding it. If you found it, just scream the answer. I mean, it won't help me. The Covenant of the Inheritor. The symbol of Eomide, when placed on the belt, emits a holy aura. All party members in a 30-foot area get a +2 bonus to caster level checks made to overcome spell resistance. Their weapons become good aligned and count as if they were made of cold iron. Whoa, what? The heck?
I have no need for this. I have no need for this.
Okay, that sounds ridiculously powerful. Do I have to equip it somehow? Class equipment. Or backpack. Headgear. Interesting. So we can equip the head. Diadem. Composite energy blasts. No, that's not of importance right now. What else do we have? Red Dragon Helmet. Fire resistance. Additional 3 times per day, the wearer can breathe out a blast of fire. Hello there. I don't mind. Initiative, I don't care about. Intelligence, blah, it's all not important. Okay. So we're done here. Abrupt and onslaught. Perfect. How do I activate all of that? Is it automatically activated? Spirit Paladins. Oh, there it is. I want this somewhere here. Goodbye Shield Bash. Spirit Paladin. How do they look like? Hello there, mighty paladins. Nice. Sovereign Dragon. Monster 8. Whoa. That's quite powerful. Hello there. Halo. What's that? Holy Symbol of Eomide. Yes. Okay. Perfect. Okay. Triceratops statue. Summon a temporary Triceratops animal companion. If the owner doesn't have animal companions, it uses the owner's character level -4. What the? Okay.
Let us
For
not
how long?
hesitate.
Temporary. What doesn't? Whoa. Do we? Are you kidding me?
I will not falter.
Wait, we now have a Triceratops? What the heck, game? What the heck?
I stand ready.
Wait. No. Are you telling me? Are you telling me that we can mount a Triceratops? Can attempt to mount an animal of at least one size category larger than yourself. Large if you're medium, medium if you're small. Why doesn't it work?
Together we stand.
Saddle up. Okay, but okay, this game has so much depth. I mean, it's just ridiculous. I mean, there's so much that we haven't dived into yet. So many classes, so many abilities. We can transform into dragons and all of that stuff. I mean, what the heck? And we can breathe fire.
These magics should be used in other ways.
What the heck? Okay, game. Fair enough.